mini Minecraft virtual pet made in 1.12. Hello, my name is Vortex War and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Now today I'm going to be showing you this contraption which I've showcased. I probably won't do a tutorial, but I'll explain how it works, and if you'd like a tutorial on this mini virtual pet for Minecraft, then I will give it to you. Now this is designed for 1.12, but you can build it in previous updates. Well, you can build it in 1.11, but you'd have to obviously use gravel, sand and red sand, instead of using the new concrete blocks to design your virtual pet. Now there are two main stages to this virtual pet. The first thing on the right here is the poop meter. So basically at the bottom we have some poo, and he will over time poo out more and more poo, which are these blocks, and it will go up and up and up, and when it reaches the top, then our virtual pet will die. And the way that we see our virtual pet is dead is by this indicator lamp on the left. So as you can see, this indicator lamp will turn on when he is dead. Now these two don't actually do anything, they're just for show. They actually aren't controlled, but the top one is controlled, and these three are all controlled, and his poo levels will go up depending how much is in that double chest down at the bottom. So we also have the food meter, which is how hungry he is. Now this is demonstrated by the face. If he is happy, then he has obviously got full food. If his mouth is straight, it's a straight line, his food is okay. But if he's got a wide open mouth, then he is sad and he is actually dead. Oh dear. So there we are, that is the virtual pet. And he's really compact actually. If you just come round, this is all the redstone there is to him, and I think he's really cool. Now this is the death circuit here, and as you can see, this line indicates his poo, and this line indicates his his food. And if either of them gets if either of these lines turn on, so if the poo gets too high or the food gets too low, then this light will activate. Now you could hook this up to some TNT or something, so I could get a piece of TNT and place it in here, for example, like so, and then that will explode when he dies. Or you could just have, I don't know, maybe throw some diamonds in lava or something, a consequence of your virtual pet dying. Maybe you could even, just blow him up or something. That's probably the best thing. Now I'm going to show you how it works. In here we have our two hoppers, and this is where we give him food. Now we can give him anything to eat, so I'll just give him some stone, and that will start filtering down into his belly. Now if I come underneath here and just remove these blocks, which is how you access his belly, access his poo chest. There we go. You see this is his poo chest, and there's a dropper somewhere here. Where is it? There, that's the dropper, which indicates how full he is. So there we go, that's how full he is, and he's actually really happy right now, which is why we've got the happy face up there. So basically we're taking a comparator out. Basically these hoppers hook up to this dropper, so that's his food, and whenever you put item ends, the food fills up. And then we come around here, take a comparator output, and basically this is actually, because these are gravity blocks, they can fall and droop. So the way we make him look happy or sad is by having these blocks drop down to there. So he's happy right now. If he's sadder, they will drop down to there. So it's a straight line. He's not really that happy. And if he's dead, then they will drop all the way down out of sight. So he's got an open mouth, like, oh no, I've died. Death. So yeah. So what we do is, if there's enough items in here, we push up the first piston, we power the first piston on this side and the first piston on this side, which lifts it up by 1, so the black block is in the straight position. And then this redstone carries on up here, and if it's reached that far enough, then it's pushed up another block into the top position, so he looks very happy from the front. Now once we get down to 2 signal strength of 2 in that dropper. This torch will turn on, turning this torch off. Oh, I'm glad I got rid of the TNT. Turning this torch on, turning this redstone on, which powers the light. So that's the food circuit. Now, occasionally we have a daylight sensor at the top, which you may have noticed, and if we click that, he actually gets more and more hungry. So if we click it enough times, we should get him to go straight face. So I'll do that for you now. So he's sort of still smiling, that side is dropped, and in a minute we should get this other side to drop too. So we just head down the back, we can see the redstone no longer reaches, and there's only a difference of 1, and actually I'm just going to adjust this slightly. So yeah, hold on. There. Yeah, that's right. So I just had that slightly wrong. I had the repeater in the wrong place. So now they activate together. So if I just feed him a little bit more stone, so let's feed him just until he gets up a bit happier. There we go. So now he's happy. And if we hit this a few more times, we should see that he will turn sad again. There we go. So he's neutral now. And this is him. Now the reason I'm using a daylight sensor is because 16, I think, times a day, I'm not actually sure on that number, but a couple of times a day the daylight sensor will update, and that will cause the food to be destroyed. So you can leave him for quite a while without him dying, but you do have to come back to him because over time his food source will decay and he will get sadder and sadder until he dies. So yeah, that's really sad. And as you can see, oh, his poo is filled up a lot more from emptying, and you can see this dropper is starting to get empty. Oh, don't know how that made it into the system. Now you can throw in different types of item, but bear in mind they won't go in until all of the items are emptied from the dropper. So say you accidentally throw in something else, then if you don't put in a full stack of that, then it won't fill up the whole of this, and that could cause some problems where he dies even though he's got enough food. So you've got to keep him consistent on a food diet, and if you change you have to do it slowly, otherwise he'll get unhappy and die, which is a nice little touch. Now what happens is actually we've got under the daylight sensor we've got a observer and another one. So it observes the daylight sensor when it updates, so a couple of times a day, which powers this block, which powers this redstone, which spits an item out into this hopper, which goes into the poo chest, which reduces his hunger but increases his poo. So every now and then you also have to check on his poo, because this poo is measured here, outputted here, and then the redstone signal travels up. You see the first one goes into this block, which goes into here, and then the next signal travels into this block, which travels into that lamp, and then the next signal comes up here, and after a little while more this will activate, which will also activate this, which will trigger the death circuit. So there we go. That is the mini virtual pet for Minecraft that I've created, that's really compact and easy to make, and you can customize these as well. You can make the face look however you like, and if you wanted to make something a little more big scale, I'm not proud of this, but yes, you can create them as big as you want and have these two as moving, although actually you wouldn't be able to have these two moving because the eye would move, so you'd have it more like that. There we go, and I'm just adjusting this. That looks awful, doesn't it? But yeah, you can create them bigger like this and have these two move. Those will go up and create a straight line and then make a happy face. So yeah, you can have more customizable, and I think I'm just gonna blow this up because it looks absolutely awful and I'm not proud of it at all in the slightest, and I just want it to be rid of. So let's get my flint and steel, a couple of blocks of TNT. There we go, one there, and let's just blow up this thing. There we go, and a few more. I really do not want to damage the pet I made already though. Oh, that was close. Okay, and one more piece of TNT, just there. That should do it. And down he goes. There we go, perfect. So there you go, and now he's like this, and I'm just going to grind away a bit more so you can see what happens when he runs out of food. There we go, so that light should turn on, and also when he runs out of poo the light will turn on too, but I want you to see his sad face. So as you can see with his sad face, the side of his face is actually collapsed, which could be desirable because it shows that he's sort of dead. That side of his face is dead, and he's got his open mouth like that, which is like, oh no, I'm dying face, and the light's turned on, which, as I say, I would probably hook that up to a bit of TNT or something. So there you go, there's the mini My Virtual Pet for Minecraft. Forgot about that. And you would have to come and empty his poo out and put it somewhere else, or you could actually just feed it to him again. But I'd say that's a little bit cheaty. And yeah, that's the virtual pet, and you could hook up some item filters to this if you wanted, so you only fed him specific items, stuff like that, and you could customize him, make a few mini games. You can do anything with him really, but this is just my example. And I've used these banners. Oh, I've used some banners here for his eyes, and these banners are just a white banner with in the center, within the bottom right, an ink sac, and that creates these eye-looking banners. And yeah, that's how I did those. So yeah, that's the virtual pet I've created, and he's looking really sad. So I think I'm going to have to feed him some blocks of stone to make him happy again. Still not used to the toolbars, and he stays at this state for a lot longer. And when he's at the happy state, he stays there for longer. So this is at the normal state. So it takes a lot to get him happy, and not much to make him sad. So he'll be like this most of the time, unless you tend to him often. So there we go. There's the virtual pet for Minecraft, and this is his poo meter. This is his death meter, and then the face symbolises his happy meter, and now he's gone really happy. So there you go guys, thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you want a tutorial on this thing, or if you think it's been explained well enough. It's been lovely having you watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you really like the video. My name's been Vortex Swap, and this video has sadly come to an end. Goodbye guys!